Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching. This is Running on Empty Food Review, and I am your host, the Report of the Week. So, here we are again. For the fourth time since early 2018, Taco Bell has resurrected. They've brought them back. They've resuscitated them. The Nacho Fries have once again returned. They were first here in around January of 2018. Then they came back around maybe July of 2018. Then they graced us for the third time in early 2019. And now, right around the start of the summer season in June of 2019, the Nacho Fries make their return for the fourth time. And there you saw that kind of zoomed by. We're really ramping up the special effects here for the massive occasion. How did that even happen? I don't know. That was just the magic right there. Yes, the Nacho Fries are back, though. They were just released. You know what I mean. A couple days ago, about 3 days ago, they came back. They're still as they always have been, right? Where you can get them just as the fries. That's how I always like them. I like them either as a snack or just as a little side. So, of course, they just come in their own little, decorative containment device with the Taco Bell oozing with the lava cheese. Nacho cheese, not any sort of lava. But you could pretend it is if you want. I know sometimes people like doing that. Anyway, that's what it looks like. And they're pretty much the same. They're fried, they're crispy, supposed to be anyway. They come with the little, Mexican seasoning, the Southwestern seasoning, whatever they call it, the Mexican spices. You know the way it is. And no changes. It also comes with the, let me get this out here, nacho dipping. The cheese right there. We'll try that out in a little bit. And very basic. You could also get them spiced up a little bit. That's in the metaphorical sense. We'll get them with, some cheese and some beef and some maybe tomatoes and stuff. But again, I just like them as just more conventional fries, but you can still get that done like you have in the past. Really, there are no major changes being done here. They're just making their way around town again. They're saying, hello, come devour me. And it's for the price of $1.30 per little bouquet of fries right there. $1.30, I think that's how much it was the last time. I also got it with some Baja Blast. I was out looking at some transmitters and antennas today, so it was a more exhausting day, so I'm sipping that down. But I haven't tried these out yet. So anyway, I'm gonna try these out. We're just gonna see how they are, and we'll get back to you with that. You do know why they call them the Nacho Fries, right? Because they're Nacho Fries. See, I was trying to make a derivative of that joke, because 2 reviews back I did the usual. And then in one of them I said it's because I got nacho cheese. So I'm running out of things to do. I don't know what I'm going to do the 5th time they come out. But anyway, we'll try them out. Nacho Fries from Taco Bell going in. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if I can... Does this work? I'm no master at this, I'm afraid. It's such a small little item. You can see it, though. I mean, you know what it looks like. I'll try one more. I mean, you can see there's a full batch. It's not like they're trying to, rip me off. You're certainly getting a good amount there at least, which is good. The one thing that I noticed, they had that crisp to it. Still a good amount, they're on the thicker side for fries, not, too much. They're not like those potato wedges or anything. But granted, they are no shoestring fries either. Again, they do have that little, like I said, that crisp to them. The only thing is that I noticed that these are not the most thoroughly coated fries with the seasoning. I mean, you can see once again looking in, right? You can see a little bit, but it's not like these are trying to... See, they knew I wasn't going to say something good. They're trying to come back up. Anyway, this is an odd thing. Anyway, but you can see they're not really the most seasoned in the world. Like, you can see a couple in the back there that have a little bit more seasoning, but granted, not the most seasoned fries in the world, which is a shame. Like, take this one, for instance, right? You can see this side has a little bit of seasoning to it, whereas this side really isn't that seasoned at all. So that's one issue. I always liked the way that the Mexican seasoning tastes. It was very flavorful. It added that little extra touch to the fries. And the ones that are more on the seasoned side, they taste as good as ever. You can watch the last 4 reviews that I did of these, and it's, it all holds up. The one thing I just wish that these were seasoned a little bit more. That's my one, complaint. And I think that comes down to an issue with preparation. At least in regards to the general recipe, they didn't make any major changes, so if you've liked them, in the past, I think you're still going to be satisfied. Here's the nacho cheese. Dip it in. We'll try it. I imagine that this will still be the same as always, but we'll just find out. Yeah, just, creamy, really flavorful. This is one of the times that I actually really like the cheese that goes with these. I mean, it just works, that's the one thing I gotta say. If you watch enough of these, I have my criticisms with Taco Bell's cheese, but I've just always been a fan of it. In this situation, anyway, it just works. Again, it's so creamy, it's so flavorful, has that very, very tiny hint of that little jalapeno. Such a minute subtlety. You barely notice it, but it's perfect. That's what really works. I gotta give them credit on that. It's affordable. Still tastes good. Look, I wish that it had a little bit more seasoning on it. If that was the case, this would be outstanding. So as a result, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. But still, I think they're maintaining the standards. And, you know how the preparation can sometimes differ from one Taco Bell to the next. Now, one thing that I was thinking about, before I even did this review, whether these would be the best or the worst that I've ever had, it's a general comment about Taco Bell that I wanted to share in this review also, because it's about the Nacho Fries. And this is just a suggestion to Taco Bell. It's not me trying to tell them to do one thing or the next. It's just an idea. It's like a business pitch. One thing that I think they should at least take into account with the Nacho Fries. I know it's a popular business strategy to, you take a fast food item, you put it on the menu, and then you take it off, and then you put it back, and then you remove it, right? It's a strategy. Tries to build anticipation, get people looking forward to it, then you bring it back, and people, they go crazy, and it increases sales, right? You see this happen so many times. And sometimes you get these fast food places that are like, they're sadistic. And it's like they have this hype, they build it up, and then it's on the menu for like a week. And you barely have the chance to try it or enjoy it, and it's gone. The one thing that I noticed with the Taco Bell Nacho Fries, here's my suggestion. Taco Bell, put them on the menu permanently. Make them a permanent side, and call it a day. And I don't say this to be picky. I say it because I've noticed that they get brought back, and they're there for like 2 months. They're there on the menu for a good amount of time. And then they get pulled away, and then a couple months later, they put it back on, And just what I've been noticing from one release to the next, right? The first time they ever put these on the menu, oh man, the hype was crazy. Then the second time, people were really excited too. Then the third time, people were talking about it, but like there wasn't as much build-up, you know? And then this fourth time, I didn't even notice that they were back on the menu until someone the other day on Twitter told me, hey, did you know that the Nacho Fries were back? I thought, no, I didn't. I gotta check this. Sure enough that they were. And I noticed that the hype is kind of going away a little bit. And I think it's because they just get brought back so many times, right? All right, yeah, all right, that's good to know. They're back, all right. Yeah. It's like that enthusiasm is kind of gone because it's just being done so many times. So I think the solution to it is just put them on the menu permanently. It's very clear to me anyway that the resources are there at Taco Bell, that it could be done. It can be done practically, right? These can be a permanent fixture. I think it's one of those things that the regular Taco Bell consumer will really appreciate. I know, look, one of the main reasons I go to Taco Bell is for these Nacho Fries. I like the Nacho Fries, I like the Baja Blast. I'll go there for some tacos or some grillers. Those are always good too. And I'll always get them with the Nacho Fries. They're perfect side. Keep them on the menu, make them a permanent fixture, and I think it'll show. I think people will keep getting them. This isn't one of those things that's just some silly fad that'll peter out and die out, because it's a legitimately good item on the menu. It's something that sticks. People like them. Keep them permanent, and I think a lot of people will be really thankful for that. I know I will be, and that's just my suggestion to Taco Bell if perchance they're seeing this review. I just think make them permanent. So out of curiosity, if you made it this far into the video, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that they should be on the menu permanently? What would your thoughts be on that? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm interested in seeing what the public at large has to say about that suggestion. And with that, one final suggestion that I have for you. If you get the chance, check out my newest podcast. You can find it youtube.com/VORW podcast, on Spotify or iTunes by searching VORW. And also if you have a shortwave radio, 9395 kilohertz, 8 p.m. Eastern this evening. All right, that's all that I have for you. Thank you for watching. New show is out. Check it out. That's all that I have. Thank you and take care. I'm your host, the Report of the Week.